Hello, my second video for this afternoon, this late afternoon. My name is Fikile, the Dark Feminina. Names are interesting. If I say my name, Fikile, I bring the Hemet Nisbet Waret of Pharaoh Ramushu II, that is Pharaoh Ramses the Great. His great royal wife, her name is Fikile, and it is also, I should say Fikile, it is also Nefertari. And if I say my name the way that Mama likes, which is Fikile, then the lady, the queen herself, comes. She told me if I say my name the way she said her name, my name in her time, then she comes to look to see if I'm all right, to see if I need help. And that's the way it is with the way we say different names. So a different queen, perhaps of Kialoko of South Africa, will come if I say my name Fikile. You see, so I'm not wrong. It's not just a matter of being English and brought up in England. It's different times, different nations, different generations. They've said the same names differently. It's all good. You just bring different people, different ancestors when you say your name in a particular way. So here I am, Fikile, the Dark Feminine. I wasn't going to say that, but here we go. I have. I've wanted to say it for so many years. Anyway, just to say it's good to approach religion, the Godhead, sacred texts with awe, with reverence, and with a blessed humility, because the way we're taught to understand certain passages of scripture of the different religions is not always as is currently in vogue. And the way that people discussed and wrote about sacred texts in the past, again, is sometimes they're referring to what they knew the people around them understood, that has not been widely taught since the early 20th century. And so most people don't know anymore what's meant by certain passages of the Bible. We have different selves because the Godhead is one, but the members of the Godhead have different selves, many different selves. The creator goddess, creator, God masculina, the daughter of God, the son of God, the Umoya, the Ruach Elohim, they have many different selves. And in our different selves, we have different lives, different occupations, different upbringings. We're just all, one soul has many selves, And the inner life is what most of the Hebrew Bible is referring to. It's referring to a particular life, an Ivri life, where this world and the world of the spirit are merged. It's called Vreen. It is one way of describing it. And that's what the law that seems so against Ubungoma, so against traditional religions of the world, of the Druids, of the Americas, of the Norse, is actually referring to. The law of the long is in that law, in the Bible. And the prohibition, for example, on homosexuality is part of that inner life, where things are actually in that world, in that life, they're more restricted, they're more severe. And it's to inform our life here, but we do have more leeway to vary in this life according to revelation, according to prophecy, according to how the Godhead and the Heavenlies are interacting with different nations at different times. And it's good to know that before assuming that someone else's understanding of what's written in the law of Moses is wrong. It depends on the life that is being referred to. how to interpret, how to apply the law. It, actually, not all straightforward. And the Hebrew world of today, it does actually depend on how learned the person is as to how they understand how ancient Israel applied the law of Moses. It's not all been as straightforward as we think, including on the Netta. Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel in the Hebrew Bible does refer, one translation of the first two chapters, the beings referred to with the eyes, the many eyes and the wings, and they move together as one, even though there are so many in the one being, and there are lots of the beings. That's one description of Netta. They're the heavenly beings and they're Netta. Sometimes, very often, in fact, sacred texts refer to the Godhead and they refer to holy beings. They refer to the Netta. They're referring to the life of a human being who was called by the Godhead to be part of what the Godhead wanted them to do at that time. And it's all beautifully encapsulated and rather not understood by half the world today, which is really, really sad. Please pray an attitude of humility. Things are not always as they seem. We need a heart that wants truth and to certainly avoid slander of people's understanding, just in case they're right about something and we're wrong. Even if we're right about other things, we might be wrong about one thing. We need an attitude of humility before the Creator, who is not one-dimensional. Blessings. Thank you for listening. Blessings especially to the Creator. Haze of praises, blessings, and thank yous to the Almighty Creator, who is one. Amen.